Hello again. Thank you for being with me again today. I will be showing you the AstroMaps within the Sirius program. Okay, so let's get started here. And again, welcome to the Cosmic Patterns channel. I hope you're having a wonderful time by the time you get to see this video. And hopefully this will be useful to you. And I want to make sure you're having a wonderful time. And so just watch, listen, and you can follow me if you have the Sirius program. Okay, so here we go. Okay, we will click on Maps right here. You have several options in here. What I will be showing you today is the AstroMap. So we'll click on AstroMap in here. So you can see on the left side, you have to select the map area. The default is the world. The world is rather big, but let's just select the world right now. And let me show you. Let me just click on OK without selecting anything. And we click on OK. And that is the entire world. Okay. All right. So let's right click. We can make this... we can right click in here and then let's put, say, United States in here. United States. Okay, and we can set this as our default region. Okay, and then we click on OK. Today I will show you the different kinds of maps. At first I will show you the treasure map. Now within the treasure maps, you have several options in here. Let me just remove this vertex line in here. The vertex line is the blue line on the map, but let me just remove that for now. Okay, so there are several options in here that you can choose from. Love and romance. This is useful if you want to go to a place who wants to have a romantic getaway, for example. And then the next one is the vocation and career. Just the way it sounds. It's the vocation and career. You want to find a place where you want to live and be able to have a good career. And now number 3 is the friendship and family. This is the place where you can raise your family or be with your family or just have a friendship and family feelings all around. Okay. Then here, the imagination and inspiration. This is where you get inspired. You can, if you're a writer, you can write. If you're a painter, you can go and paint with your canvas. Just imagine an inspiration, or you're inspired to do things that you love. Okay, for excitement and instability, this is a map that you shouldn't avoid when you are looking for a place. The excitement and stability is the map that will show you the likelihood, what kind of things that are negative things that you will experience. No two places have 100% energy, so to speak. There's always something that you will encounter. For example, sudden accident, or you're not comfortable, or just all of a sudden some things are happening and you don't understand. It's good to look at this excitement and stability so that you know which line in there that is to avoid in the map. And if you cannot avoid it, if the map is good based on love and romance, vacation and career, friendship and family, but still there is something in there about excitement and stability, don't avoid that place, except instead pay attention to what is the aspect in that area, and then you can avoid it. Okay, the next one is as the same as the number 3 above, friendship and family, but with very, very detailed map. The next one is education and communication. It's just the way it is. If you want to go to college, for example, or you want to learn something, look for a place that is good to do that. Okay, culture and creativity, that is like where you grow up, or you have all the cultural things that you enjoy, something that is from your childhood, something that will remind you of where you came from, and stuff like that. Now, for optimism and opportunity, it is just the way it is. It's named the way it is supposed to be. Optimism and opportunity. This is where you will be optimistic, have a lot of good opportunity that you will encounter, and stuff like that. Here, the last one is the responsibility and focus. I mean, you can become workaholic in this area. You can be very, very responsible, focus on what you're doing, and at the same time, you may not realize that you're already a workaholic and you have not done anything fun yet. You're just taking care of every responsibility that you have, and you're very, very focused on doing so. Okay, so now if you want to be disciplined in everything, and through your life you've been undisciplined and really not facing so much responsibility and not focused, and you want to change that, find a place using the responsibility and focus where you will change that energy when you visit there and see how you feel. Okay, so let's look at love and romance. Okay, and then we click on OK, select in here. It will take a little while, but it will eventually come up. Don't give up. It will come up. Believe it or not, it's just a little bit slow, but it is calculating for you. It will give us the ascendant and the midheaven line. All right, so there it is. Okay, you see that line. Most of the programs that has the mapping system, it is usually just the line. Doesn't give us the shadow. I'm enlarging it a little bit so that it's easier to see. Okay, now while that's doing that, that shadow is how far. See that red yellow shadow? That is how far the energy of this line goes. For this example, for this Venus sextile, the ascendant, yellow means the ascendant. For this Venus sextile, the ascendant, if you follow this, it ends right here in Houston. The energy ends right here in Houston, all the way to the edge of Dallas. And same thing here up here on Wichita. Okay, so it doesn't mean that you only follow this line. You have this far of a distance. When you enlarge this and you actually drive this is a far long distance, how far that energy goes. Okay, now for this place, for Julie Roberts, you can see there's the straight line is the midheaven line. So Venus opposition the midheaven in this area. This is the Great Falls right here. And then the most important thing is where the crossing is. Okay, here there's Venus is 72 degrees the ascendant aspecting in here, and it's crossing right in this area. So the midheaven in this area is the Venus line, involving the ascendant. Okay, so this is the very, very good place to go for love and romance. This is the perfect Venus line. The redder it is, the better. But it doesn't mean that the yellow lines are also weak. They are also very, very strong. It will depend on what energy you like, but these are still good. These yellow lines are still good. The areas that have no lines at all, that means that there's nothing going on in there. If you go there, it may be boring. You may not find the love of your life that you're looking for. Here on the East Coast in here, now you have to be realistic. Do you want to live in the East Coast or the West Coast? If you prefer the East Coast, then look at the the lines on the East Coast. For this example, we have the midheaven is at the midpoint of Venus and Neptune oppositions right here. This line right here, it goes all the way down to Charlotte, North Carolina, all the way. Okay, now look at the crossing again. This is the crossing. This is Venus line as well, you can see. So this is a good place to go to look for love and romance. Same thing in here. There's this, I think, Manitoba, Montreal is right here. This is a very, very good line as well. These are Venus lines, perfect Venus line here as well. Although it is light yellow, it is still very, very good. Okay, now we can click. Let's try clicking on this one, for example, in Montreal. Let's click on here. It will give us an interpretation. So that is the interpretation for that area. As you can see, it's showing the coordinates instead of the name of the place, because the program that has not the capacity to know the name of the place, but it knows the coordinate where you clicked on. So you have to pay attention where you clicked on. Okay, so apparently in this place, the descendant biquintile Venus, and that is a good place for art, literature, and cultural activities. Your tastes are likely to become more refined and sophisticated. And in here, midheaven is biquintile Pluto. Your career or profession is likely to head full steam ahead here. But whether it brings happiness or disillusionment depends largely on your depth of perception and ability to be true to your deepest values and feelings. Okay, so you get these interpretations with the treasure maps as well. When you click on the point, it will give you that interpretation. Isn't that cool? All right, so let's close this thing. You can click in here, and then we can right click. The best way is to right click. And by the way, you can print this as a PDF, and then it will show you. Let's print it as PDF. I will print it as PDF. Now this will take a little while, but I want to show you how this thing works. When you print this on the printer, you will see the details below to guide you which line they are. I will show it to you printed as PDF so that I can show it to you here. As you can see, as you print, it calculates the chart so that it plots it when it's printed. Okay, so I will put it here. I will put Love and Romance treasure map. Okay, and then we click on save. Okay, as it's saving, it's recalculating just to make sure you have an accurate printout. So be patient when you're doing this. Almost there. Almost done. So, for example, if you wanna have wanna meet somebody and you are willing to travel, then run this map just for fun. Go there. I don't know if the relationship will be permanent, but always look at the chart comparison. If you meet a man or a woman, and get the birth data and make a comparison or on your chart before you even commit. Okay, so there it is. So let me show you. Let me find that that map. pay attention where it went. Mm-hmm. Where did it go? Did it go document? Downloads. Documents. Did it go to gallery? I don't know where I put it. Oh dear. Okay. I did not pay attention to where I put it, so I'm gonna go back here. Okay. So sorry, you really have to pay attention where you save it. I forgot to pay attention, so look at that. So you guys make sure you pay attention, okay? So you went to ordered reports. Okay, so let me cancel that. Went to this folder. I went to ordered reports. Okay, so let me show you. This is the treasure map that we saved to file. Let me put this here. Okay, I will enlarge it for you. This is the same thing as if you printed it to paper. Let me show you the code here at the bottom. Okay, so yellow, okay, here at the bottom you see yellow means the ascendant lines, the yellow curved lines. These yellow curved lines are the ascendant lines. The pink lines are the MC lines. These are the pink lines right here. These are the MC lines. And then the dot is the zenith or the nadir on the MC line. Okay, so these are your markers in here. Okay, so it's very simple. So these are the MC lines and the red ones are the nadir lines. Okay, on the MC. So that is how this printout looks like. You can send this to your customers, friends, and everything, and this is what they will enjoy as if they also have the program in front of them. So it's very, very useful. Okay, so let's close this thing. Now we will select another treasure map. So we right click. You do not have to click on map again. Once you're already here, you right click and select another map. You say vocation and career. So by the way, we have to pay attention. We have the beautiful line in here for the love and romance. Beautiful line in here. So as here on the East Coast. Okay, let's say for example we're looking for a permanent place to live. So we looked at the love and romance first. Okay, now we looked at the second one. We will look at 4 of them: vocation and career, friendship and family, and the excitement and instability. Okay, so let's look at the vocation and career. So we found a place for love and romance, or likely Venusian lines where we can be comfortable. Okay, now we need to find out a place where we can have both love and romance and vocation and career. Okay, so we knew the West Coast, the central part, towards the central part in the East Coast are good. So let's click on OK in here for vocation and career, and it will get recalculated. So Julia Roberts happened to live in Atlanta, I believe. There is still that Venus line in there for her. And she spent a lot of time in California, in LA, during her acting career. So look at that. It's the midheaven is opposite. The midheaven is opposite at the midpoint of Venus and Jupiter. Okay, now talking about this, and look at this. We had, okay, let me see. It looks like we put the houses in here. Let me unselect this so that, okay, I'll just click on that. Okay, click on OK. It's a little bit of confusing with the houses. It's better not to have it. Okay, so there it is. Our line before, it was in this area. Also, this is the midheaven is at Sun Pluto opposition right in this area, and there's the Los Angeles where we saw earlier, and in the Phoenix area. So this is good for Julia in here. Also very good up here in Canada, right here, Toronto. Okay, not showing Atlanta in here. It was closer. Okay, so you take notes of the places that are very strong with the strong red line, and doesn't matter if it's yellow, and if it matches with the previous map, it's still very good. Okay, it's Washington DC in here, and then we right click and we look at the friendship and family. So in the real world, looking for a place for clients, you have to chat down all the places that you saw that are good on the first map, so that you make sure that you get the same place on the next map. Okay, now let's go to the friendship and family, and let's click on OK in the same vicinity or continent, which is in United States. You know, LA and Phoenix was very good on the two maps. Okay, Phoenix and LA is also good for friendship and family. So look at that. Phoenix and LA. Yeah. We're just looking at the places that are the same shaded area on the previous maps. So we're seeing that this Los Angeles is a Venus line and the family line as well. Okay. We're also seeing it in here, Washington DC. Okay. So we right click and we look at this excitement and stability. What we are hoping is there's no line in LA or Washington DC for excitement and stability. In that case, it will a really excellent place to be. So let's take a look. There you go. There is no line in Phoenix. This line is far away. The Uranus line is no longer touching Phoenix. So Phoenix is a good place for Julia. Yeah, it has something in here, some disturbances in here in Washington DC, and in this line in here. So Phoenix, we're hoping that there's no line in either Phoenix or LA. Then Phoenix is the best place for Julia. So you get the idea, you guys, right? Yeah, that is how the treasure maps works. Okay, let's look at the other maps. We can right click in here and let's look at lines with blue shaded orb. and then we can choose from each one of these. But let's just look at the default. Lines with blue shaded orb is where we started with the map. The blue shaded orb meaning is how far the orb goes. It will show you the shades. Okay, and we improved it on the treasure map with the different shading, but this is the same idea, just different color. So those lines, the blue shaded orbs, is this how far the orb goes, how far the energy of that orb goes. Okay, yeah, it's very, very strong. Okay, even with this, is again the ascendant opposite the Mars, opposite the ascendant, right in this area, and the midheaven is also in here. Okay, all right, now let's look at the different kind of maps. That's the lines with blue shaded orb, and this one is just lines. This is the normal map that you will see in other mapping programs. So let's click on OK. Okay, there you go. That's the normal map. You never know how far the aspects, the strength of the aspect goes, because you only see the line. Okay, all right, and then we look at the other one, the local space map, the different kind of map. There's a local space, there's a zodiac sign map, and let's just look at the local space map. Click on OK. All right, so that's the local space map. This is where all are shooting up from the person from where the person was born, and all the way down, and then it's shooting up all of this energy. The planets are shooting up and showing you where the lines go. That's the local space map. Okay, this is the Uranus line, this is the Venus line, this is the Jupiter and Moon line, and this is the node line. This is the house line, 5th house, the 7th house, the 11th house. This is the sun line. So and now you can also click anywhere and it will give you the interpretation. Okay, then right click and I'll show you the zodiac sign map on the local space map, and you will click on OK, and that is the zodiac sign map. So you see all the zodiac signs up here. You will see the line, what line is strong, what zodiac sign is strong on that map. Okay, now you will right click and we looked at the fixed star map. Click on here and then we click on OK. Okay, that is the fixed star map. There are the names of the fixed stars right there: Peacock, Vega, Chaos, Austraeus. I cannot pronounce it. Okay, so this is the fixed star map. Okay, so let's right click in here and then we click on the zenith star map and then we click on OK. Okay, so those are the maps that we have in the Sirius program. And the most commonly used one is the treasure map. Okay, it takes a little bit longer to calculate because of all the shaded orbs that is being used, because it needs to calculate how far the orbs goes. That's why the calculation is a little slower. Okay, now if we click on this maps icon, there is an explanation of treasure maps. You can play with that, but you get the idea. It's similar idea as the Astro maps. This is the matrix horizons map. I will show you this on a separate video. It's bigger, and our video is getting a little longer now. There's also the eclipse map and the sky map. I will create a separate video for that for you. Okay, we will end now, and I hope you enjoyed it and you learned something using the treasure map within the Sirius program. Okay, have a wonderful day, have a wonderful night, have a wonderful afternoon. Whenever you're watching this video, have a wonderful time and be happy. Life is short. Let's be happy and enjoy life while we can. Okay? All right, you take care now. Bye-bye. See you in the next video.